Hey friends, so it's been a while, but I'm working with Magic Links and Nordstrom for the anniversary sale. So if you're like me and you've been on YouTube a lot, you've probably seen like 100 different like anniversary sale videos, like what to buy and all that kind of stuff. And I am trying to make like good financial decisions and good decisions for like my weight loss journey. So I actually wrote an article for Medium. If you follow me on Medium, I do a lot of content there on how to shop the Nordstrom anniversary sale when you're trying to lose weight. So last year, April 2020, right when we were sort of like in that place where lockdown was happening, depending on what state you're in, and there was like hope that it wasn't gonna last forever. Or I guess like in my case that I would eventually go back to an office, but I never went back to an office. But in one of my articles of my I think it was April 2020 favorites, I wrote about buying this dress at H&M and hopefully, wearing it pretty soon. Let's see. Is it still there? I think it is because I just put it on. Yeah, I just put it on today for the first time and it still has a tag on it. And it's a size large, but it's like cut super generously. And I'll show you by standing up and showing you. And I think it's not like, oh, I'm so much smaller than a large. It's that this is like the cut and it doesn't, I think it probably works for someone younger and also for, someone maybe flat-chested, because from the side you can see, I don't know, I think it's supposed to be for someone flat-chested. But it's obviously like an oversized, kind of look. The good thing about it is like, because it's on the shorter side, it's not as like moo looking. I don't know if I get back enough for you to actually see me in it, but yeah, it's pretty big, but that's also the size. But the point is I bought this at, a time when I thought I was gonna wear it. And then also when I was a particular size. So I don't know what I was in April 2020. I know I had not hit Wonderland. I was probably like just over 200 pounds. And I'm down from that probably like 25 or 30 pounds. So, yeah, but obviously it's like one of those things that it doesn't really matter like what my size is, because if you want to wear it oversized, it looks fine. But that leads to my first point, is that if you don't want to, buy a lot of things that, are too big now and will still be too big then, or maybe fit now and will be too big in, 6 months or 3 months or a year from when you want to wear it. I have some picks for things to make your current wardrobe work. And that includes like the one thing that everybody includes, and that's the Spanx, like leather look leggings. So if you're into Spanx, they're cheaper on the sale. Like for the plus size, which is nice that they have it in everything. It's like 1X to 3X. They are $64.90 instead of $98. And then for the regular, I believe it's also $64, regularly $98. So you're saving like $34, I guess about 30%, which is a pretty good deal. Oh, that's nice. They also come in petite length. So leggings has sort of been like my go-to, like for the last, 2.5 years since my RNY surgery. And part of that is like, if you buy really good quality, you really can wear it for a long time. I would say 70% of the black leggings that I wear are from when I weighed 140 pounds more. And that's because they had a nice thick waistband that had a good amount of stretch. Obviously they were a little tight toward the end, never see-through, but you know, they just were good enough quality where they didn't get like overwashed. They're definitely, you know, not black as black anymore. But that's kind of like what has been my saving grace, is not having to buy a ton of bottoms. And the other part is obviously not having to, you know, have a different set of wardrobe for like day and work and office attire as, you know, when I get home. Another thing that I like to do is wear like kind of off the shoulder looks. So one of the, you've probably seen that. I probably, well, yeah, I mean, since most of my videos have my, like what I'm wearing, you know, I'll wear like a bigger top, or a top that, you know, maybe is older. And then some of them are actually meant to be off the shoulder, and just have like a pretty bralette showing. So not something that looks like a bra like this, but maybe that has like 2 straps or a little bit of lace, just so I can still make like that top work. There are a lot of pretty bralettes in the sale. There's a Free People one that I'm looking at, but I kind of think that I might be too busty for it. I think it might be for like juniors, because I think it only goes to large, extra large. So if it's still available when I can shop, I'll probably buy it. I'll put the links to everything down below. The shopping for me starts July 28th. So I don't have a card. I don't have like the Nordstrom Club or, you know, any of their various levels. And because I'm going through 2 different journeys, a weight loss journey and a debt-free journey, please do not put anything on a credit card if you can't afford it. Pay cash. I suppose if you're not like a Ramsey fan and you have a credit card, and, you know, do points, or just do it that way to make it more secure for online shopping, you know, go for it. But particularly if you're someone who's buying clothes because you're losing weight, you know, this is not something that you want to pay for long term. You want to pay cash for it and be done. So yeah, there's lots of good stuff in the sale that you can buy to make it work. There's a really great belt that's elasticized in the back, so it looks nice in the front, like leather. It's like a nude color, but you know, it can still stretch, or not stretch, but go in as you get smaller. Yeah, so I have put all those things in the links below, and then also in my Medium link, where I talk a little bit more about why I chose these things and what I've, you know, worn to make it work. But yeah, my go-to is definitely the bralette or camisole with some padding, not padding, but, you know, so nothing shows, and like an oversized or formerly correctly sized shirt. So hooray for the 80s vibe. Side ponytail is optional. My next sort of category in the Nordstrom sale is they have a lot of great deals on active wear, or lounge wear, or, you know, if you're doing weights or doing yoga or whatever. And one of my new favorite brands that I've discovered through another YouTuber, actually, Fashion Mumbler, is Sweaty Betty. And I think they're mostly a UK brand, but they have lots of pieces in the Nordstrom sale. And yeah, I mean, I have 2 pairs. One is perpetually on my body or in the laundry basket, but this is like the other one. I wear an extra large, so consider that factor for UK sizing. Like UK sizing, like an 18, I think, is a 14. So I'm a UK 14 or 16, basically like a 10 or 12. And these are an extra large, and they like hold everything in, they suck you in. I think I could lose another 25 or 30 pounds and be at my goal, and I'd probably still, you know, wear my Sweaty Betty leggings. And these are the 7/8 inch length, which for me is like a full legging. An ankle would probably be like closest to an ankle for me. And then I think they have the capri length, which is more like mid, probably for like a normal, like, or what they consider a normal person, like 5'7", 5'8". It's probably like mid calf. For me, it's probably on my like lower calf. But I think these are normally $120, which is crazy to pay for leggings. And I would never pay full price for anything, not even for Sweaty Betty or Lululemon or, you know, whatever. But on the Nordstrom sale, I believe a lot of these are like in the $50 range. Here, let me check. So they have a really, really pretty hot pink, like scallop one. Those are, that's IVL collection or collective, whatever that is. Those are $69. I mean, I'm looking at them because they have a really cute like sports bra that goes with it. Like, I don't know. I just love wearing like cute workout clothes. Literally no one sees me. So it's like, why not wear the matching sports bra and, you know, leggings, because I'm not going to wear it outside the house. I don't have to worry about, you know, my tummy showing or, you know, anything like that. Let's see. So yeah, there, some of the ones that they have something similar, like, biker shorts. They're sold out for now. But yeah, it looks like those are, there's lots. There's some that are 54, some that are 64. Oh, awesome. These are 49. I'm like getting distracted by shopping. But yeah, it depends on like what you want. Like the longer, more expensive, the higher waist are more expensive, you know, more material, all that type of thing. And then also depending on like what kind of, like, what's the word? Compression that you want. My other ones that are like super soft, I think those are cheaper. They're not available on here, but they are on the Sweaty Betty website. But these are this style of like good compression, high waist, and 7/8. These are on there, not this pattern, but like several other patterns. And they're also like linked down below. But yeah, that's what I like about the Nordstrom sale, is that you can try like some of these brands that are normally like out of my price range as far as like what I want to spend, and are, you know, 30% off or more for some things. And Sweaty Betty is definitely like one of my favorite new brands. As far as like active wear, there's also like great sports bras, and there's some good like you know, tops, like if you want something looser to go on top of a sports bra, you know, that type of thing. If you know, aren't into just working out in a sports bra, or, you know, it's too cold, or, you know, whatever. I would just not pay full price for those types of things. Cause you don't know like if your style is going to change, how long you're going to wear it. And you kind of forget like things that you need to replace. I have sports bras where like the band like doesn't touch me anymore. Like it's like that big, and that's just like never something that I thought I would have to replace. And that's like my next category, is like replacing the things that you forget you need to replace. Like I've gone down at least half a size in shoes, and like socks I cannot wear. Some socks that I, you know, especially the cheaper socks, you know, where they stretch out, or like, you know, when they slip around your shoe, I can't stand that. So they have, I want to say they're Bombas, which to me seems like, yeah, they're Bombas. To me seems like an overpriced brand or overpriced, you know, for socks. But, you know, to get like a 6-pack, you know, isn't too bad. But yeah, just like one single pair is $18. No. And so some of this stuff, I don't know if it's like price special for the sale. Not price special, but like they don't normally have like a 6-pack or something like that. But they're really cheap and for what it is. And, you know, they're worth it to me. Another thing is underwear. I am just now starting, I probably should have started a year ago, but I'm at least trying to get some underwear that isn't like hanging by the end of the day. But I'm also still, you know, losing weight. So I'm not going to go and spend and replace like all of my underwear when I'm hopefully going to have to do it again in, you know, 6 months to a year. But it's always good to have like the nice underwear, you know, like 3 or 4 pairs that you can wear, and you don't feel weird like you're wearing too big of underwear. One of the brands that I love that is in the Nordstrom anniversary sale is the Wacoal. It's Wacoal, the Be Smooth Seamless. They're really good. I haven't checked the sale price. Let's see, I think I have it on my list of things to check out. Oh, it's on my other computer downstairs. They're bookmarked. But normally they're, I think, $13 to $15 a pair. So if I put it on this list, it is cheaper than that. And I believe it's like a 3-pack. There's lots of different things. Like you can buy a single of like, you know, different colors and, you know, 3-packs and all that type of stuff. Bras I've had to replace. I think once I did do like a band bra, like a, you know, 36 or 38C. I did go to like Victoria's Secrets and get like measured again, but they still at that point like wouldn't let you try anything on. And I take it home and it did not work. Because the girl was trying to tell me, because it was being measured like through a dress on top of a bra, trying to tell me that, like if it was snug, probably without the layers, it would be fine. But it still like was not comfortable. And part of it might've been like wire bras that are like not my lifestyle anymore. And I did not want to do it. But yeah, they have like a really good, it's called How Perfect No Wire Contour Bra. In the sale. So that's on my list of things to look at. And then if you're a person that wants to wear, you know, biker shorts or Spanx or like what our mothers and grandmothers called girdles, you need to replace those, especially if you're trying to get them to suck you in, because at some point they're not sucking you in anymore because you're smaller than you used to be. So these are like the things that I would get if you're like toward the end of the journey, or if you're at a point where you're going to an event or you're going to something where you need these things, you know, right away. And I know lots of you are probably back in the office. My workplace went to voluntary remote for the foreseeable future, indefinitely. So I will not be going back to an office, especially if I end up moving. So those things look for in the sale, because that's when you can get like high quality for a little bit cheaper, which is always good, because if you're still trying to lose weight like me, you don't want to pay full price for anything. One thing that's been really hard to do, and I assume y'all are having like the same issue, is trying not to buy too many clothes like to celebrate a victory if you're still, you know, making your way through sizes. And the reason is, like, first of all, you don't necessarily know that you'll make it to the next size. As far as, I mean, you might be smaller. Like this dress, not that it was ever big, but I have pants like that don't really have any stretch that I bought and I kept because they were too small. And then the next thing I know, by the time it's either like that season or an occasion where, you know, I would wear pants, they're too big, or I wouldn't wear them for lots of reasons. I mean, one is that they're too big. I have another pair of like like pink jeans that, you know, I don't know, might be like a little bit too sweet or junior for me as I wear this H&M junior dress. So I don't know, like my style changes. I can still fit into it. Well, I mean, obviously it's not too big is what I mean. But yeah, so there are good things that you can buy to celebrate a victory that aren't clothes that you might not be able to wear. My favorite thing is the Jo Malone perfume set. It's like a travel size of like some of their best scents. My favorite is always Blush and Peony. And so it comes with, let's see, oh, I want it so bad. Oh my gosh, it's $85. I think it's normally, there's one similar that used to be on Macy's that was $110. And so this one is only $85. It's got the Nectarine, Blossom and Honey, the English Pear Phrygia, that's a good one. The Wild Blueberry or Bluebell, Peony and Blush, and Blush Suede, that's what it's called. This is definitely on my list. Whenever the sale opens, I'm gonna buy this. And the Wood Sage and Sea Salt. And if you have ever bought Jo Malone, just for like a normal perfume bottle, it's I think $110. And then these are 5.3 ounce. Yeah, so, and the other ones I think are 1.5 ounce. So it's probably around the same, but this is $85. And if you're not familiar with Jo Malone, you can, you know, try different scents. But yeah, if you're looking for like those types of sets, the sale is good because you can spend like $100 and try like the Creme de la Mer travel kit. So you're not spending like $1,000 or whatever the ridiculous price is for the most expensive, you know, Creme de la Mer face lotion. But would you ever? I don't know. But you can at least get a travel set and then try like 4 different products. Another thing that's in the sale are the UGG slippers. I have a different pair of UGG slippers, the one with like the wide band on the bottom. Those aren't in the sale. But I love them so much. And they have similar ones. They just don't have a band on the back. They have one of those weighted blankets that I'm looking at, which is like kind of like the most ironic, I'm celebrating losing weight victory gift to buy yourself is a weighted blanket. And then the other thing that's really good if you're like a brand snob, or at least, you know, wannabe for something, are sunglasses. So they have like Fendi ones, they have Gucci ones. I mean, all like your typical ones. I recently bought a pair of Ray-Bans. I think it's like the Jackie O Ray-Ban band from Nordstrom. But like probably like the most exciting thing in the sale are the Gradient Cat Eye Tiffany & Co. Because I think they're like they're under $250. I mean, where or when, other than something stupid like a paperweight or a baby rattle, can you get Tiffany & Co. And particularly they have like the Tiffany blue on the side and like a little bit of blue tint. I'll put a picture up for $250. You know, I know brands, I know it's so stupid, but like that type of thing, like no one will know. But it's just like one of those things that makes you feel good. And that's like why to me it's like the perfect like celebrating a victory gift. And then they also have a lot of jewelry on sale. I think it's Miranda Fry, maybe. That's like a really popular brand. And I put some like hoops. Oh, Monica Vinader. That's what it is. There are some Monica Vinader, like diamond hoop earrings, like pave diamond earrings. They're $180 down from $275. So that's a really good deal. I won't be able to buy those, but if I could buy anything, I would probably buy those earrings because you can wear, you know, diamond hoops basically with anything, and dress it up. So yeah, those are, oh, and bags. probably 90% of my like handbag collection is Kate Spade. And I think it's just because when I, graduated from college, that was like the it bag brand for someone my age. I'm a Gen Xer, so this would have been like, early 20s. That was like, I'm a successful, like young working girl bag. And I could definitely not afford it then. I actually bought a fake one on eBay when I was like 22 or 23. And it was like when eBay was just like when you could just bid. And I like got wrapped up in it. And I think like retail around then, the bag was probably like $300. And I paid probably like $100. But I knew it was a knockoff. But if like everything that existed now existed then, I probably could have gotten like a real Kate Spade bag, like on, ThredUp or The RealReal or, any of those sites. But instead I paid, $100 for a knockoff. But in the sale, they have lots of bags like in that price point. And I put like a tote bag that I really like, up on the website or on my website and on the link below. And then I did try to spread it out because I know another brand that's really popular is Tory Burch. And so they do have a Tory Burch, tote bag. And then they have a Kurt Geiger, which I had not heard of, but when I was like looking through the website, like I like all of those bags. And there's like a quilted leather bag, like similar to, it's kind of like if the YSL like diagonal puffy bag and a Chanel quilted bag, had a baby, it would be this bag because it's like quilted on the flap and then like the diagonal puffy on the bottom. And then it has, I thought it was a snake clasp, but like in the reviews, someone said it was a peacock. So I guess that's like, maybe that's like his thing. But I think it's like really, really cool. And it's like real leather. I'm not doing the vegan leather. I have stuff that's vegan leather or fake leather, but I cannot stand like using that word and then it like becomes cool, Vegan. It's fake leather, that's fine. Anyway, I put my bag pics in the links below. And finally, I think it's, my shopping list. That's the best part. So I told you I'm looking at Sweaty Betty stuff. I'm looking at that scallop sports bra and legging set. I'm looking at like some intimates. True & Co is another good brand that I hear a lot of good things about. But when I look at the price, I'm kind of like, but the sale like makes it a little better. Like there's a True & Co like lace trim bralette that's $41. It's normally $64. I don't know about that. But the thing about it is like it's quality. Like normally if you're looking for like a bralette, like, I mean, I've bought a ton on Amazon. But they're not giving you any shape whatsoever. You're basically buying a tight tank top with maybe some sort of feature like lace or, whatever. So that when it shows, it looks like cute still and not like your bra showing. But the True & Co one has like shaping stuff in it, like foam or, whatever, whatever they put in those things. And I really hope it's still available. Yeah, it's currently still available. And that's a lot of, I've heard a lot of people talking about things selling out, and there's definitely things on my list that have sold out. But I also remember from last year, if you remember my Shop Like Melania video and post, there were things that were out of stock when I posted it, and then like a couple days later, then they would come back in stock in, like certain sizes. And I think that's because they spread this sale over, some amount of time. So like at this point, everybody who has like a card or some special, in some special tier, they've most likely already shopped. And even some of my favorite bloggers like Lisa D, like she bought a couple things in 2 sizes, and obviously at least one of those will be getting returned. Neither size that I wear, but that's why like I bookmark my stuff or put it on my wish list, and I'll like keep checking until the sale ends, which I believe is August 3rd. So it runs like July 28th to August 3rd. And yeah, I will definitely be bookmarking some of these things. Another thing that I am looking at are Adidas tennis shoes. They have lots of different ones. Of course, like the most popular right now, I think, is the Ultra Boost running shoe. That's what I've heard from people. And I think the reason it's the most popular is it's also the best deal. Like it's $180, and right now it's $119. And not available in my size, but I will be checking back. And there's lots of Adidas tennis shoes. So I kind of like put a couple on my wish list, and I'm hoping that some of them come in stock. The Swift Run sneaker, that one I kind of like because it's like classic Adidas. It's black with white stripes. Although maybe classic is white with black stripes, but either way. The Swift Run are $85 normally and on sale for $56. Those are available in my size. So that, and it's like a halo ivory and white. So it's not the color that I want, but good enough. Because I really just need, I want a better tennis shoe. So that's pretty much it. So I would say if you are still losing weight, I would not spend money on things that are fitted because, you know, in a lot of cases, they're high-end brands. So you want it to be something that you can still wear. And there's plenty of ways to make other things, you know, work. If you want to take advantage of something being cheap, cheaper, you know, during the sale, but also like try some of those brands. Because that's like really been the like best thing about losing weight, and also like the worst thing about losing weight is like the best thing is there are, you know, new stores and brands that are available to me that maybe weren't before. And then the worst thing, and made even worse by stores not being open or returns taking forever or dressing rooms not being open, is it's hard to know what your size is, on top of the fact that every brand has a different size or has a different measurement for what a size is. And also every cut, you know, like I said, this is a large. I am 100% sure I could probably wear a small and it would look fine. Because it's like the cut of, you know, the dress. It's supposed to be like humongous and oversized, which looks silly on me, I think. Or maybe like on someone with boobs. But, you know, I love the print so much. And it's so cute. So I thought this is the perfect opportunity because it looks nice, like from here above. And it's kind of like 90s. It's not a baby doll dress, because like when I think of baby doll dresses like from the 90s that I wore or wanted to wear in high school, those are more fitted like through here. But the style is definitely like in that baby doll set. And if you remember the 90s, like these types of blouses were also like really big, like the ruffle, you know, coming down like that. So yeah, it all comes back. That's why I'm happy about the 80s, you know, having its moment, because I can do like the off the shoulder and, you know, wear things that are, you know, like a 3X, and not feel like totally silly. Maybe I look silly, but I kind of like the style. It's also like a nice area to show off, you know, like I'm not comfortable showing my arms, my legs really, but I am comfortable with like, you know, this part, you know. So yeah, that's my advice for shopping the Nordstrom sale. I was really happy to work with Magic Links on this. I don't know what is considered a sponsored video. I know I get a percentage if you choose to use any of the links, a small percentage of sales, and so I'm obviously grateful for that. But like all opinions on my own, and I'm sure they probably aren't using as their selling point, like, don't buy too many clothes. But that's how I'm approaching the sale, as someone who is losing weight. And while I am happy to be at the level I am now, I don't really want to invest in anything too expensive, you know, until I get, you know, closer to my goal. So I'll be back hopefully soon with a weight loss update if anybody cares about that. Yeah, it's been annoying and interesting, but I am at least on a good trajectory. So people who complain about being plateaued, you know, it happens to everybody. And, you know, you just got to keep doing what you know is right, and eventually your body will get the message, catch up. And even if it never does, at the very least, you're doing something that's good for your body and for your mind. So that is all for me, and I'll see you in a couple weeks.